Hi, this is Trey Pasha. Welcome to my review of G20. This is the action thriller movie that premiered on Prime Video, I believe Friday. Yeah, and I watched it yesterday evening. This stars Viola Davis, Anthony Starr, Homelander. Anthony Anderson is in this, and Ramon Rodriguez, Will Trent, aka Will Trent. And Viola Davis plays a president. She's the president, and she's an ex-military uh, war hero, and she's attending this G20 summit, to try to solve, world hunger. Believe it or not. And Anthony Starr plays a guy, I think Colonel Rutledge. He's like the bad guy who takes over this conference, and she's there with her. She has kind of a rocky relationship with her oldest daughter, who kind of acts out, and she has a son. And Anthony Anderson plays her husband. Ramon Rodriguez plays Agent Manny Ruiz, her, I guess, most trusted aide. Um, and so again, this is basically when the terrorists take over this summit, and she has to basically fight back, to try to stop him because he's basically holding these people hostage and using a bunch of he has this bunch of slogans and stuff, and he still wants to steal millions and billions, I think, in Bitcoin and all this stuff. And so of course there's action, there's shooting and all this stuff. And again, Viola Davis, she always, she's a great actress, so it's always good to see her in things, especially things more action oriented, because we know she can do the drama, and it's good to see her do action. Of course, Anthony Starr, who does a great villain. Of course, he always plays a good villain, and the good thing is that you get to see him use his natural accent. Okay, so because I think he's New Zealand, I think. Okay, and Ramon Rodriguez, aka Will Trent, in this. Again, so he's one of my favorite actors. I love the show Will Trent, and he's a really good actor. So he plays like basically her Viola Davis is her number one agent and stuff, top security agent. Of course, and Anthony Anderson plays the first gentleman. Okay, and then you have these two younger actors who plays the daughter, the daughter that's a pain in the behind to her, and the young son. And it was actually a pretty decent movie. In it, we had a lot of shooting, a lot of kill, a lot of action and stuff. Although there's a couple of scenes in this movie that things that happen. Let me put it this way: things that happen in this movie, her actions that, and you'll know what I'm talking about if I just say kitchen. Okay, I'll leave it at that. That you say you kind of, you kind of roll your eyes at that situation, and you'll know when you see it in the movie. So I don't want to totally spoil it, but I'll just give you that. But again, Viola Davis plays again. She's good with she's good with the drama. Good, she's actually pretty good with the action too. And Ramon Rodriguez, who plays the agent, Manny Ruiz, he's good too, and of course Anthony Starr, who's a Homelander. He's good. And I would like, as an aside, for Anthony Starr, I would still like him to be Booster Gold. I know they've said the Indian actor from the Eternals. There's been leaks that he's been cast as Booster Gold. I don't want to see that. I would rather Anthony Starr because he can play a good villain, and but Booster Gold is a guy that wants to be a hero and stuff, and I think that would be a nice change of pace for Anthony Starr, so he doesn't get typecast. He's always playing villains and stuff, even though he's really good at it. So I think Anthony Starr would be a great Booster Gold. Okay, although he may be a little bit too old for the part because I think they may be trying to go a little bit younger for that, but that's my. But in any event, again, there's nice mix of action, drama in this. Okay, and a couple of twists and turns in this and stuff, and again, a lot of action and stuff in this. And again, Viola Davis more. I kind of wish they had more scenes together. Anthony Anderson and Viola Davis. I wish they had more scenes together because they're two really good, strong actors, and to me, they're not in the movie together enough. If I have any complaint about this movie, it's that. And the other thing about I think about what the situation in the kitchen, and I'll leave it at that without spoiling it. But other than that, this is, oh yeah, Clark Gregg is in this, from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He plays the vice president in this. So he has kind of a little bit of a role in this as well. But it's an okay movie. I really, it did bring a smile to my face at the ending of watching this movie and stuff. And it's a nice little action movie again. And Viola Davis, like I said, she's proven that she's a great actress, and she can hang with doing these action movies as well. So I really enjoy it. I would give this movie a out of my 4-star collection. 1 star is I think poor, right? 2 stars is fair, 3 is good, and 4 is excellent. I would give this. I would give it. I'm gonna say if I would give it just because the actors involved. Like I said, it's kind of a typical one of these thrillers. You've seen these thrillers before when people get held hostage and all that stuff. But because the actors involved in it, I think kind of elevates it a little bit more. The story, even though it's kind of a cliche story in a way, but the actors involved: Viola Davis, Anthony Starr, Anthony Anderson, and what's his name, and Ramon Rodriguez. They they elevate the material with their presence in it. So I would give this. I'm going to give it a say 2.5 stars, or should I give it 3? I'm going to give it a. I'm going to give it 2.5 stars. I was trying to say, I think if the story, if those 2 things that I complained about wasn't it, and if I didn't have those 2 complaints about this movie, I would give it 3 stars. But again, the scene with the kitchen, you'll know what I'm talking about, and the whole circumstances with the kitchen thing. I understand why they did it the way they did it, but it made no sense if you watched in the flow of the movie. And just leave it at that without spoiling it. Okay, and again, more Anthony Anderson, not Anthony Anderson, more Anthony Starr and Viola Davis, because those 2, really 2 strong actors and stuff, and I kind of wanted them in more scenes together. But it is what it is. So again, I'll give this movie 2.5 stars. It's definitely watching if you got Prime Video, you want to watch it. It's definitely worth the while to watch because it's entertaining for what it is, and again to see Anthony Starr, Viola Davis, Anthony Anderson, Ramon Rodriguez in the movie together. Again, it's good, and it looks good too. Wherever they shot it, probably in Canada somewhere, but it looks really nice. Okay, so again, 2.5 stars for me for G20. Anyway, let me know what you think. If you've seen it, what do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below. In the description box, I have links to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram. Also, a link to my other channel, Paul Views and Opinions. Please check that out as well. Also, a link down below to my Patreon. Again, my Patreon's only $5 a month. Tons of content on there, over 200 videos on there, divided into 5 different categories. You get 5-minute preview clips of all the content that I have on there. Follow the link; it'll take you there. Also, I have a link down below to my merchandise store. As you can see, I'm wearing my baseball shirt. That's one of the designs. Okay, I have designs on my T-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, water bottles, teddy bears, hats. Follow the link; it'll take you to my merchandise store. That's another way for you to support me. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Also, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so you know when I upload new content to this channel. And this is Trey Passes, and so long, and take care.